All right, welcome back. So we're going to look at loops today, and you got to be a little careful with while loops because if you don't have a way to exit the loop, you can create an infinite loop that will run forever. Now in some programs and different tools that you use to write code, you can actually just stop those, but there are others that you could have real issues with where if it's just going to run forever and you will create an infinite loop that will eventually add more memory to your computer and it eventually will slow down. So I'll show you, kind of walk you through that here a little bit of how to avoid that. So we're just going to do a number guessing game. And when you ever set up the loops here, so I have a while loop, okay? You want to make sure that you have a way to enter the loop, and then you need a way to get out of the loop. So up here I have the scanner, just says try to guess the number, and we're going to go ahead and just, actually I'm going to copy this right here. I don't actually need the int there now. So this is going to be my way out. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this because I don't need it for this one right here. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to say if the number that we're trying to get to is 5. And so this is our way in. Say while the number that they entered is not 5, it's going to go into the loop. And then it's going to keep asking us, please enter your guess. So, or please guess again. We'll do that instead. Okay, so this is please, try to guess the number, and then we're going to accept a number in. Now, if the user happens to type in 5, well then obviously that's not going to allow us to enter the loop. So then down here, outside of the loop, I have a print line that's just going to say, you guessed the number. Okay, and then obviously as we go through the loop and it's running and running over and over and over, if they happen to guess 5 while they're in there, then it's going to exit and it's going to tell them that you guessed the number. All right, so let's go ahead and run this. Oops. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that. Let's go ahead and make a print line in front of this. We'll copy this one. So we have a print line here, please guess again, and then we have acceptance of a new input. So let's go ahead and run that. Why does it not? Ah, goodness. Struggling here. All right, there we go. Now we've got, that looks correct. And that looks correct. All right, so now we should be good to go. All right, so it says, please guess the number. We'll do 2. Say, please guess again. 1, 1, 4, 6. Just doesn't matter, right? It's going to keep going and going until we hit 5, and then it says, do you guess the number? Okay, so this is kind of how you set up a number guessing game. Probably would be helpful if you told your user what, the range that they could guess that number. And later on you can actually take and add a random number to this too if you wanted to, and create a random number generator to generate a number and then enter that. That would be a way to make this a bigger game. But right now we're just kind of looking at how we use a while loop to create a number guessing game. And I will say, again, with the while loops, you set up a while, and in this case we just say that while a is not 5, so the number that they guess is incorrect, that's going to allow us to enter the while loop. We can go say, please guess again, and keep asking over and over and over. There are other ways to enter a loop. This just happens to be one way you can use this with using an integer, while it's not that number, and then enter the loop. And then once that number is actually selected, then that will go ahead and exit the loop. Okay. All right, hopefully that helps you. Sorry about my couple errors there. But hopefully that helps you with your coding, and good luck.